I walk alone, I walk up. My shadows are only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I
Okay, maybe that was a bit over the top. But anyway, moving on. So Canine Aversion, or whatever, aka the dog-hated mother, has now made me reach boiling point, and I've decided enough is enough. So I think it's pretty obvious that me and this lady have never been on good terms. She has constantly tried to smear me as a bully who is harassing her and her family, and she has constantly tried to smear me as a cyberbully that is biased, misleading, and keeps lying to his fan base about dogs and dog owners, and that according to her, I am contributing to the number of people who are attacked by dogs every year. I'm not even joking. In her deleted video message to my haters, she made the claim that me and CJ are partly responsible and contributing to the number of people who are attacked and killed by dogs every year. And why does she believe this? Because we criticize and debunk her.
You are causing tremendous harm. You are encouraging people to keep these dangerous animals. You are contributing to all the preventable, senseless disfigurements, injuries, and deaths due to dog attacks.
off her fucking nut she was.
Yeah, I'm not sure how having a different opinion is doing that, but anyway, crazy people will be crazy. But now I'm getting just a bit sick and tired of going round in circles with this lady. As much as I'm happy to debunk and expose dog haters, I'm not going to continue wasting my time with a fully grown adult who is so in denial about her stupidity. You're literally trying to debate with a brick wall that won't even listen to you because you pose a different opinion. So rather than making constant videos responding to every single stupid thing that she says in her videos, I'm going to be making this big video exposing the true side of the dog-hater mother, thanks to a video that she uploaded on her channel which she deleted a few days later called Message to My Haters, which was a video targeted mainly towards me and another user called CJ, because this video is very useful in exposing the lies and the double standards and hypocrisy within the dog-hated mother. But along with exposing the dog-hated mother, we're going to be responding and debunking the faults and flaws within some of the arguments that she has made within a few of her videos that she has started uploading on her new channel. So basically, this exposing video is going to be about exposing, criticising and responding to the dog-hated mother's entire channel. So I want to start off with something that really annoys me about her and her videos, and that being her double standards and high hypocrisy. The dog-hating mother is probably one of the most hypocritical people that I have spoken about on my channel, who keeps backpedaling and flip-flopping on what she believes and stands for, along with constantly lying to her fans about what she thinks about dogs and their owners, and her deleted video towards her haters plays a big role in exposing her true dark colours, showing her double standards and hypocrisy. Because the truth is, she is a massive hypocrite. For example, let's take a look at the first part of her video being why she hates dog owners.
I want to make it clear that I don't actually hate dog owners. I think they are sick. What I hate are their behaviors. I don't think it's their fault they are the way they are. I think they have an as yet unrecognized form of mental illness.
Off her fucking nut she was.
So if that is the case, then why do you keep constantly expressing on Reddit that you strongly hate all dog owners? You say in this video that actually I don't hate dog owners, I just think they need help because they are sick. But yet, you constantly express on your Reddit page that you do hate them, and that you do have a strong hatred for them. In fact, you admitted on your Reddit page that you hate dogs so much that you actually enjoy killing them in video games. But this is only a small thing. It gets worse, such as how she is a massive hypocrite about the purposes of her own fucking channel.
I do not make videos about specific dog lovers or YouTubers and try to debunk them or tarnish their reputations. I am above that. I leave you alone, so please leave us alone.
So if you didn't want to engage with any of us, and if you didn't want to talk about us or talk about anything to do with us because you're better than that, then why did you make this video called Message to My Haters, where you directly went after me and CJ to attempt to discredit me because CJ exposed you for supporting the idea that we should murder all dogs within society? Because this lady who goes on about how she only supports the idea that we should ban certain breeds within society.
If something exists in the community which is totally unnecessary and is harming millions of people every year, it should be banned. or at the very least, strictly regulated.
Actually doesn't support the idea that we should ban all dogs. She wants them all to be killed. She wants them all to be eliminated because of a precaution.
How can you know which dog is going to attack? Yeah, I support the elimination of all dogs as a precaution. I support the elimination of all dogs as a precaution. I support the elimination of all dogs as a precaution. I support the elimination of all dogs as a precaution. I support the elimination of all dogs as a precaution.
There she is in her video, clearly admitting that she supports the elimination of all dogs within society. It doesn't matter that a majority of dogs living in society are not dangerous in any way. It doesn't matter if the dogs are dangerous or not. It doesn't matter if the dog is never going to harm anybody, or how the fact of the matter is the statistics will show you that dog attacks are very rare. She supports the idea that they should all be eliminated. So don't lie to my fanbase and don't lie to your fanbase, because you clearly admitted in your video that you want them dead. You want all dogs to be killed. You want all dogs to be eliminated because apparently, oh, it's a precaution. This lady is highly hypocritical, and she has always been highly hypocritical, flip-flopping on arguments, and her double standards are just as bad. An example of her double standards is when she made a video called "People Are Disliking My Videos Without Even Watching Them," where she had a go at people who were calling her out and disliking her content. Pretty much she was having a go at people for disliking her content without watching her videos.
Hi, I just thought I would make this short video to let you all know that people are not watching my videos. And they're coming onto my channel and disliking my videos, they're leaving hateful comments. But these people are not taking the time to watch my video and to listen to my arguments. You cannot dislike something without listening to it. You can't tell me that my arguments are shit when you don't take the time to listen to my arguments.
But yet, once again, her deleted video shows her double standards, as you have no higher ground to talk about people disliking your content without watching it, when you admitted in your video that even when you have argued that my videos are misleading, biased, incorrect, and how everything in my videos is misleading, incorrect, and my videos are bullying you, you haven't watched any of them.
They rely on biased websites to reinforce their positive opinion of dogs while disregarding objective, unbiased websites that do not support their beliefs.
You admitted in your video that even when you make all these false claims about my videos being misleading and biased, you've never even watched any of my videos about dog haters, because of the most stupidest reason that I have ever heard.
Dark Reindeer, I haven't watched any of your videos about me. I don't care. I honestly couldn't care less what you're doing and saying about me. I think I've tried, I tried watching one of your videos. It wasn't even a video about me. I tried watching a video of yours once. I couldn't get through 10 seconds because of your pressured speech and your hyperactivity and just how quickly you talk. It just gave me anxiety. It's not your accent. Someone said you have an Australian accent. I didn't even pick that up. All I heard was someone who sounded like they were on meth, and it gave me anxiety. So I didn't get very far into your video. I'm not interested in watching your videos.
That's right. My voice gives her anxiety. What, so me speaking in a British accent means that I'm on meth? Because the thing is, I speak like everybody else. And the truth is, you getting anxiety from the way I speak? That's not my problem. Because everybody else can watch me perfectly fine, even your own fan base. And the fact that she has the nerve to have a go at people for disliking her content without watching it, yet she spreads false claims and bullshit about my videos without even watching them, is just ridiculous and highly hypocritical.
Committed dog lovers are not welcome here. We are familiar with your point of view. We are not interested.
How? How can you know my point of view when you keep censoring my point of view on your channel? The only way I can express my point of view and arguments is through the videos that I make on my channel, which you have admitted you have never watched. So how can you know my point of view when you've never even heard my point of view because you keep censoring my comments on your channel and you refuse to watch my videos? How can you claim my videos are bullying you? How can you claim my videos are attacking you? How can you claim you know my arguments? How can you claim that my videos are misleading and biased when you have never watched any of them? You dislike my videos without even watching them, love, so how the fuck can you sit there and claim that, oh, all these people do it to me, when you do it to all other channels as well? So the dog-hating mother claims on her channel that she is out to expose the truth about dogs. And she does this by twisting sources, cherry-picking, lying, over-exaggerating, and bending facts so it fits her own agenda. A good example of this is her video, dog.org cannot be discredited, where she argues that this website cannot be discredited in any way because all they speak is factual.
Dog lovers love to say dogsbite.org is a trash website, and they will direct you to the National Canine Research Council, which cites its own, quote, facts and, quote, statistics. They can't handle the truth. They are committed to keeping their heads buried in the sand. You will know them by their defensiveness and their aggression. Visit dogsbite.org and read through the statistics. Read the reports. Despite what dog lovers would have you believe, you will see how unprovoked the vast majority of attacks are.
And when I do agree with some of the things that this website stands for, like banning convicted felons who want to own certain breeds, I cannot sit there and agree that this website is a 100% factual source of information. It's a website run by someone who is not an expert in dogs and dog behaviour. She only started this website because she was bitten by a dog who apparently was a pit bull. Which, as much as I sympathise for this lady, that doesn't mean she's suddenly an expert in dogs and dog behaviour just because she was a dog bite victim. Her real goals for her website is to ban pit bulls altogether, even when experts will tell you that breed is not a factor when looking into dog bite statistics. As sources have pointed out before about dogbite.org, the people who run the site are not experts in dogs and dog behaviour. The data from the dogbite.org website represents only a small portion of severe attacks, and only 0.3% of all dog attacks and bites were serious cases that needed serious medical attention, as 81% of all dog bites and attacks do not require any medical attention because they cause only minor injuries or no injuries at all. But the dog-hating mother claims that these figures are incorrect, and she explained this in her video, where she pretty much claimed that one of the sources which points out these numbers and statistics, being the 81% and the 0.3 percentages, cannot be true because the website sells pet products, aka they are part of the pet industry.
In my interactions with them, these dog lovers invariably point to an article published by caninejournal.com, which presents dog bite statistics in what they say is a more realistic light, showing how the numbers really are not that alarming. According to these dog lovers, Canine Journal's presentation of the statistics is more realistic. Well, just one quick look at the Canine Journal website, and any critical thinker will realize it's a site that cannot be trusted. First thing you see when you visit this website are ads. Tons of them. There are ads on nearly every page. They tell people anything they have to, and they go to any lengths in order to get people to believe, as they do, that dogs are pure, loving, innocent, loyal, faithful, good, even better than humans.
Canine Journal is an organisation and team with over 100 years of experience when dealing with dogs. They know a lot more than dogbite.org, and you want to claim that they are biased? Yet the numbers they present in their article, where they talk about the 81% of dog attacks and bites not causing any injury, the numbers that you claim are biased and misleading is actually data collected from the Centre of Disease Control, who pointed out that only 0.3% of these cases were serious and required serious medical attention. And this is the important part where she goes wrong, because if she actually took the time out to watch my video where I actually show the statistics, she would have noticed that within her Canine Journal, she actually confirms that I am right. As the report from CDC pointed out, approximately 800,000, which makes up to 0.3% of all dog bites and attacks that occur, seek medical care for the bite. So the number 800,000 makes up to 0.3%, which both CDC and Canine Journal pointed out, as the people who need plastic surgery and serious medical attention only make up to 0.3%. Now watch this clip from her video claiming this number is biased. look at the fuck up that she makes.
But serious dog bites are far from rare. So 81% of bites cause no injuries? So what? 19% of bites do. 750,000 of those dog bites require medical attention every year. That's 77 people who undergo reconstructive surgery every day in the USA due to dog attacks. As you can see, these numbers are not small.
So her argument to claim that the number is biased is to confirm that the number is correct, as this number is the same number that CDC pointed out to you makes up to only 0.3%, which means that not only am I right, but Canine Journal were right when they pointed out that that is rare, because the source that you presented pointed out the same number that Canine Journal pointed out, but Canine Journals show the deeper statistics about that number, which shows the real story about how rare or common they are. What's happened here is that you've looked at the number at face value and relied on your own feelings about that number to take over. And yes, 19% do seek medical help, and the Canine Journal pointed this out as well. But because you like showing one-sided info and twisting information, you forget to mention that this 19% were treated without the need for hospitalization, aka it wasn't a serious matter. This video in general fails completely to debunk the info from Canine Journal. Her arguments were pretty much, they want to spread false info because they sell pet products! And then to top it all off, she tries to debunk the numbers by showing random cherry-picked news stories, some from fucking 3 years ago. Something which is a regular occurrence on their channel. Picking random stories that, as shocking as they are, do not represent all dog bites and dogs in general. And the thing is that dogbite.org, which this mother fucking loves, they do the same thing. They rely on random stories from media outlets that don't represent all dog bite statistics and dogs in general. And dogbite.org have been called out numerous times for how they display biased info about pit bulls. This video suffers from the clear fallacy which is known as red herring, trying to divert attention away from the proven statistics about dog bites and attacks with the intention of trying to abandon the original argument, and she does this by presenting cherry-picked and random stories from the media. But it doesn't stop there, because her stupid dogbite.org video and her failed attempt to debug my sources isn't the only time she has presented false info and has generalised an entire group of people based on untrue claims she cannot prove. I mean, the most popular bullshit from her channel that does this is the video How Pets and Parasites Could Be Controlling Our Minds, an argument and video she also made on her old channel, which was voted by me and many of my fans as the worst video she has ever made. Basically, her argument is that nature has developed an imaginary parasite that the dog-hating mother made up in her video, which infects certain humans, and when the parasite infects the human, it has the supervillain ability to change our opinions when it comes to dogs. I'm not joking, she believes in the extremely unlikable possibility of a parasite which infects humans and makes them love dogs. And in this video she continues to enforce this ridiculous idea using sources that have nothing to do with her bullshit.
On January 30th of this year, 2019, an article was published on the ScienceAlert.com website called Mind-Altering Cat Parasite Linked to Schizophrenia in Largest Study Yet. Now, this came months after I had uploaded a video on my previous channel, which no longer exists, that made a lot of people ridicule me and call me crazy. In that video, I talked about the possibility of there being an as-yet unidentified mind-controlling parasite that is transmitted to humans from dogs. People called me crazy, but here's an article that proves my idea is not that far-fetched.
Which is incorrect, because the article in question has nothing to do with human brainwashing. It's an article which speaks about how a certain infection which infects humans commonly through cat shit and infected meat can cause serious health problems to humans such as blurred vision and brain inflammation. Not mind control, not brainwashing, but damage to the brain. The article, which is about how this disease from cat shit can raise the risk in schizophrenia. It has nothing to do with dogs or even mind controlling in general. She once again did what she does on a regular basis. Skim through sources without reading them correctly. As you will notice, the article does not talk about parasites controlling the minds of humans, but rather causing damage to the brain, which leads to further medical problems that can affect a person's brain function. But in this whole video, she tries to enforce this ridiculous theory, which was only brought up because on her old channel, she was trying to discredit the choices and knowledge of dog owners by making up this random theory so her fanbase would believe that we have some type of mental illness. Because he had a different opinion, she thought we were infected with imaginary parasites that she made up in her video.
And I think these dog-loving people are all infected, and it's causing them to be mental.
But there is no proven sources or evidence for that theory that parasites are making us love dogs. The other article she referenced, once again, it mentions nothing about the possibility that mind-controlling parasites that take control of our opinions on certain topics even exist. The animals mentioned in the article cannot alter a human's thinking patterns because they don't have the ability to. But anyway, let's move on to the rundown. Starting off with this video, as she claims in her vegan video that she eats a plant-based diet and that her lifestyle is vegan. But in her deleted video, she said that she isn't a vegan, because vegans are mean people.
I eat plant-based, but I do not consider myself a vegan. I think vegans are some of the most mentally unstable, crazy, mean people I know, but not as mean as dog lovers.
So apparently, being the definition of veganism in her books doesn't mean that she's a vegan. So being a vegan and eating a vegan diet means you're not vegan because you don't want to be vegan, because vegans are mean, and that means that even if you are vegan and you eat a vegan diet, if you don't like vegans in general, that means you're not vegan. Got to love the logic here because I'm slightly confused. I mean, what the fuck? Then we have a video. Having pets instead of kids should be considered a psychiatric disorder. She believes that dog owners making the choice not to have children is a sign of a fucking mental disorder. And this wonderful piece was based on an article written by a Christian who works for a Christian website, who wasn't even talking about all dog owners in general. His article was targeted towards millennials who made the choice to rather have pets than start a family. But it is very hypocritical that you are making this video when your example of good parenting is to brainwash your young children with her dog-fearing and dog-hating views and make them scared of dogs. On her old channel, she admitted that her oldest son is scared of dogs, but her way of dealing with his phobia of dogs is to encourage it. She constantly encourages his phobia with these ridiculous videos trying to make out that all dogs are unpredictable and all dogs are dangerous. I mean, let's not forget that this is the same lady who targeted Pixar because they made a short film about a dog and a cat. She also claimed in the same video that organisations that are set up to rescue dogs from abuse and torture, they're out to kill her kids.
To kill our children. Somebody wants our children dead. All of these ads, these rescue organizations, and everywhere you look, we are being pressured to adopt and rescue these dogs.
I mean, this is the same lady who is so pathetic. She had a rant at YouTube because they won't delete my channel.
I guess, obviously, YouTube isn't doing anything to enforce its community guidelines because apparently it's against the community guidelines to make videos that are harassing others or promoting hate towards other users.
Yet on her channel, she continues to lie and spread fear about dogs and their owners and refuses to let us have freedom of speech to put our side of the story across because she's scared of confrontation. So I wanted to just stop the video here for 2 secs because while making the script for this video, I actually got a email from someone who used to be friends with her a few years back, roughly around 2013 and 2014. The person in question who emailed me has allowed me to talk about some of the things that they have said within their email, and they decided to go back and watch some of her old videos on her channel, being on her old channel, being those old dog-hating videos that she made on her old channel. If you got any of that. And this is where things got a little bit shocking, because apparently, around the same time she was making these videos, and this is an allegation I just want to point out, she was allegedly in trouble with the police, because she was found, and I quote, standing in her neighbour's yard holding a machete. They also bring us some allegations about how she has allegedly kicked a dog in public, and people were freaking out about her. But there has been an allegation before brought up by someone else who knew her from her childhood, who mentioned that she actually attempted to poison someone else's dog. And in her deleted video message about my haters, the dog-hating mother admitted that she was thinking about doing it in the first place.
Man, I may have said that I was thinking of poisoning dogs or something like that, but I am not an animal killer, alright?
You want the truth? Let me give it to you. This lady is a horrible person. A lying, hypocritical, fear-mongering lady who is so paranoid of dogs, rather than seeking help for her own mental issues, she wants to make others feel like her. She wants to spread lies about me and others who call her out and criticise her because she doesn't like what we had to say. All she is another mindless dog hater who just wants to rid dogs from society by eliminating and killing them all. Thank you for watching this video. If you have your own opinions, leave them down below. I'm now offline.